I stalked Frank Woodley.
OK, everyone's very worried, but where do you want to start?
Do you know what made that believable? Was at that moment, Frank recognised that voice. So when did you stalk Frank Woodley?
Yeah. I stalked Frank Woodley when I was about 8.
8? 8.
If this is true, then you've done an absolutely wonderful job.
It took 25 years, Lloyd Langford, but I found him.
Oh, this is so deliciously creepy. I hope it's true.
Were you bald as a child?
Most babies are, you know that, don't you?
Did you stalk him out of fandom or personal interest?
Personal interest?
Hot lust?
What?
Hot 8-year-old lust.
Yeah. I must have him. No, I simply must have Frank Woodley.
What was the...
I was the victim in this situation, OK?
What was the impetus to stalk?
His program,
What program was it that you loved?
The Adventures of Leno and Woodley, on Channel 2.
But you were 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
So did you have to have, like, a parent or guardian to...
Yes. I was with my father.
And he was happy to spend his free time stalking an adult man with a child.
It's the 80s, man. We're just free range, right?
It was the 90s, but... thank you very much. We'd just seen Leno and Woodley at the Adelaide Fringe. We looked to the right of our car and we saw Frank Woodley driving a van, a white van. And my dad and I were like, let's follow him.
Because you were probably hoping that there would be some kind of, like, slapstick physical comedy escapade. But it turned out it was probably quite disappointing as an 8-year-old to find out that I'm just a very responsible driver.
I genuinely remember having the memory of going, maybe he's going to some sort of cool party. Or maybe his car will break down and he'll need some help. They got it all.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then maybe that will be my moment to eat him. It's also important to know this was in Adelaide. Nothing happens in Adelaide.
Yeah.
So you need things to do, like follow comedians from Melbourne.
I did a 3-point turn in Adelaide and got applause one time, so...
All right, Charlie's team, what do you think? True or a lie?
What do you think, Tony?
Plausible.
Lloyd?
I grew up in a similarly dull place. And I think if I recognised a comedian, I would also have followed them for 4 blocks.
I think this is absolutely believable. We are going to say that it is true.
We're locking in true. Broden Kelly, is that story true or a lie?
It is a true.
Oh!
Very nice.
Sorry about that.
No, that's...
I haven't spoken to you about that. I'm sorry I did that.
No, it's not making it awkward at all. That's good. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely.
You did have a white van.
Yeah, right. Well, we had a lot of props back then and, you know... And bodies.
It's very sweet. It's very sweet. It is, of course, true. Young Broden and his dad once tailed Frank's white van through Adelaide, and it's so nice of Frank to pause the restraining order just for tonight.